gone on? 6 years in this place and I still can't fix the holes in the roof.
Go ahead, say it.
Say what?
I saw you watching me.
I was looking at the clouds.
Don't give me that. I know you've been judging me. You think I'm out of control? How can I claim to speak for mages when I'm half demon myself?
The one over there looks a bit like a bunny rabbit.
Listen, Hawk. I don't know what came over me back there in Bartran's house. I'm glad you're watching my back.
Don't mention it.
Are you kidding? Of course I'll mention it. The guys at the Hangman are going to shit themselves over this story. What are you having? Edwina, let's get a couple of drinks here.
Do you ever feel like the world's getting simple? Like everything from eating to fighting? So... You've made no secret of your intent to lead the mages here in Revolution.
Well, I've tried not to shout it from the rooftops. You've just been around when I talk with my friends.
Well, as we have mutual friends who for some reason don't want you to get hurt, let me tell you this. If you go forward with this revolt, the Chantry will bring its full might to bear. They will kill you.
Andraste was killed. That doesn't mean she failed.
Do not compare yourself to Andraste.
Are gone. Foolish wards held by pretenders. Aspects. The true source is missing. The power unheld. But I command a peace.
Another demon, another delusion.
You release the best of everything you have faced, but I consume it. I am pride with reason. I enslave the whims and weirds, the dreams from the other side of the veil. Face me. Face everything.
Keep this up! Need to rest! I'm right here! Finish me! Can't keep this up! Say your prayer! Must finish this!
Leave me. I have preparations to make.
I've always wondered, how do your divines choose their names?
They write all the best sacred names on slips of paper and stuff them in a mitre. Then, the newly elected divine picks a name out of the hat.
What if she picks a name she doesn't like? Does she have to keep it?
Of course she does. How do you think we got 4 divines named Hortensia? That was very brave, coming back to face the Qunari.
It was idiotic. They would have killed me.
And you returned anyway. You couldn't face the thought of so many innocents dying for something you could prevent.
Tell that to the Viscount.
It's frightening, isn't it? To realize you have the potential to be a better person.
I was never given the opportunity for a harem.
This isn't right. I alphabetized the potions yesterday.
Champion, it seems you are the only one who still responds to my summons. Let me get directly to the point. There is a conspiracy afoot within the gallows. The mages are responsible, but they have blinded the Grand Cleric, and even those who wear the Sun Shield to the truth.
Blind? Althena sees things all too clearly.
Orsino preaches treason in the market, and yet still more evidence is demanded. It seems beyond reason.
Did you call me here to rant?
No. I brought you here because I need your help. I need to bring hard evidence before Grand Cleric Althena. It is the only way she will believe I am not motivated by hatred. You are respected, Champion. A neutral party, whose word even Orsino cannot question. You can convince her, Grace, whereas I cannot.
Where do I start?
One of my loyal men has brought me word of a meeting place the mages travel to at night. A small square in Hightown. You can go there without arousing suspicion, whereas I cannot. Do that, and we can all finally see what this conspiracy consists of.
Does your bow have a name? Varric's bow has a name.
I'm afraid I can't compete with our dear dwarf's relationship to his weapon.
You could call it Philomela.
Why would I do that?
Because it reminds me of a woman in the alienage. Skinny, pointed, and always throwing things at people.
Someone's coming! The champion!
We know you're working for Meredith.
Run! We'll handle this!
We should search the bodies, see if they've got any further information. Or gold teeth.
A secret meeting at the docks. The plot thickens, shall we?
I told you she was hunting us!
No, not her. I can't do this.
To arms!
I told them not to do it, I swear. If I knew you were the one they were talking about, I'd have warned you. I don't hold with kidnapping. Not after what I went through.
Didn't I save your life?
You did. Believe me. I still dream about those blood mages. I don't know where I'd be without you. I'd never have let them kidnap anyone I knew was one of yours.
Tell me the truth. I'm in no mood for games.
They said someone was spying. We needed leverage. Someone they cared about. As a hostage. We just got word they took some girl from the Grey Wardens.
You bastards kidnapped my sister!
We weren't going to hurt her. Just make sure you left us alone. Do you understand? Thrask says Meredith will cause open war with the mages if she stays in charge. We have to take her down.
Is this whole thing to oust the Knight Commander?
She needs to go, don't you see? We need a real Viscount and Templars who protect mages, not massacre them. Just look what Thrask accomplished. Mages and Templars working together. Isn't that what we all want?
Is Thrask the one running this conspiracy?
He's the one who brought us together. For 6 years, he's been working, one mage, one Templar at a time, teaching us we don't have to hate each other. He showed us Meredith isn't the only way.
Do you mean the Templar, Thrask?
You've worked with him. He's a good man. You should help us, not fight us. All we want is someone sane in Meredith's place. What are you going to do to Thrask? To me?
You went too far when you targeted my people.
I had nothing to do with that. I swear. You can still save your friend. The Wounded Coast. We used the ruins there as a base. That's where they were going.
Karen got in over his head. Surely that doesn't merit death.
Tread lightly around here. You happy now? You're such a slave driver.
Take a look at this.
A blade of mercy. I remember these. You see them in the Imperium. Replicas of the sword Archon Hessarian used to kill Andraste. This one looks finely crafted.
It seems like a regular sword.
Here, let me show you. These are gifts of honor, given to those who have performed a service for the Imperium. Denarius coveted them, as I recall.
You don't talk about the Imperium much.
It's not a place I remember fondly.
The slave trade is still in operation in the Imperium.
It varies from one Archon to the next. One outlawed it many years ago. He was quickly assassinated. Tevinter would crumble without slaves. The Imperium's elite know no other way.
Seems like a slave rebellion would end that.
There are rebellions all the time, actually. Most of them end poorly. The Senate always unites when faced with sedition. One day, things will change. Then the Magisters will see just how fragile their hold is.
I heard that the Imperium has been at war with the Qunari for decades.
Ever since the Qunari landed on the island of Saharan, yes. 80 years ago? Perhaps more. The Archon demanded aid from the rest of Thedas. It didn't get him far.
They've been at war a long time.
The Qunari only ever wanted Saharan, which they have. The Imperium has made numerous attempts to retake the island, without real success. I believe the Qunari are saving their strength, building a massive fleet. When they wish true war, we will know.
Are the Qunari that strong?
They once fought all the lands of Thedas to a standstill. If they wanted to conquer the Imperium, they would. From what I saw on Saharan, they will not relent. They believe even more strongly than the Magisters that they are in the right.
The blade is yours.
For me? Yes. I think I'd like that. I'll think of the irony as I wield it. Thank you, Hawk. Well, here you are. You've been sticking your nose in every problem in Kirkwall since you stumbled off the boat.
Who are you again?
Samson. I'm the one who fouled up your lad Fainriel's escape some years ago. Further back, I was a Templar, but that was before your time.
Are the mages here using blood magic?
It always comes down to that, don't it? They claim innocence, demand equality, but back them into a corner, and they got options we don't. Haven't found a mage yet who won't take it.
I'm looking for Thrask.
You don't sound happy. Last I heard, you two were close. So were we once. Of course, that was before Meredith kicked me out of the Templars. Thrask knew she was a bitch then, but he still thought he could change things from the inside. I hoped he would.
Secret nighttime meetings and grandiose conspiracies aren't going to win this.
Truth. This whole thing's done wrong. Mages are raising the bloody dead, and Thrask just looks the other way. I'm too much Templar still to swallow that. I'd hoped with Meredith gone I could take up the shield again. But maybe she was right. Give them a hint of freedom, mages go bad.
Every mage seems willing to use blood magic in the name of freedom. They can't be trusted.
Much as I hate it, I think you're right. And Meredith's lost more people to this movement than she knows. She needs men she can trust. If you go after Thrask, I'll gather the Templars I know who are still loyal. Maybe I can earn my shield back after all.
Is everyone all right?
I suppose it was too much to hope that you wouldn't have come here. Though I can't understand why you side with Meredith now. You showed me we can stand up to her. When you took Fainriel to the Dalish, and insisted there was another way. Please, champion. I have nothing but respect for you. It's Meredith we must see gone.
I will not negotiate until you unhand Bethany.
No harm will come to your sister. We will release her as soon as I have your word to support us.
No. The girl dies. Then the champion.
Stand down, Grace.
I've been waiting 6 years to see how you try to get revenge for going to the Circle.
We will not kill an innocent to achieve our ends. It gains us nothing to become Meredith.
Meredith. What do I care for Meredith? I'm here for the champion.
You hurt my sister. You die.
I would rather die 100 times than endure one more hour in the Circle. I have been counting the days to get my revenge. Elaine, Kill the hostage!
I don't know, Grace.
You're dead. All of you.
No. No one has to die here.
Oh, but that's where you're wrong.
Restrain yourself.
Forget the hostage. Kill the champion!
Hard, keep this up.
I tried to stay away from her, you know, after Decimus. But the circle here is worse than Starkhaven ever was. It seemed like hers was the only way out. I'm sorry. Grace used blood magic to hold her. That's the only way I can bring her out.
What happened? The last thing I remember is these Templars coming into my quarters.
These bastards won't be bothering you anymore.
Thank you. It's good to know you're still looking out for me.
I got here as soon as I... Oh.
Champion, Samson never said you were involved in this. I trust you were here to stop these traitors, not join them.
The Champion's a fine lady, sir. She wanted to solve this peacefully.
Yeah. Put the mage to questioning.
The boy's been working with blood mages since he was in swaddling clothes.
No! I stood up for you.
Take him away. These Templars are spoiled. If they had witnessed what I saw in Ferelden, they'd know to never trust a mage. Is there any recommendation you would have me bring to Meredith, Champion?
They used illegal magic in a plot against the Order. I say execute them.
I can see why the Knight Commander thinks so highly of you. Take Samson too, men. If he knew so much about this plan, he must have been part of it.
No! Please!
gone on 6 years in this place and I still can't fix the holes in the roof. Hell gone on 6 years in this place and I still can't fix the holes in the roof. Gone on 6 years in this place and I still can't fix the holes in the roof.
You didn't come to my solstice dinner party.
Look at you. Dinner parties, cooking. Do you have a lace apron yet, or should I get one for you?
Don't change the subject. I sent you an invitation and you didn't show up.
I thought it would be... I mean, I don't know. I just don't do family gatherings. Besides, one day you and Donnick will have children and I'll be the last person you want around them. Imagine all the awkward questions you'd have to answer.
Mother, what's a slattern?
I'll just point at you and say, that's a slattern.
The conspirators are dead.
And? What is Orsino's plan? He is part of this conspiracy, is he not?
You're already convinced he's guilty, even if he's not.
So, Orsino has managed to convince you as well. I was hoping you of all people might be above the influence of blood magic. It disturbs me to think how its insidious influence has worked its way throughout this tower. The Grand Cleric must be made to see. Go. It appears I must deal with this on my own.
Strange. I always thought I'd wind up arresting you someday.
If I ever decide to get caught, Aveline, you'll be the guard I let catch me.
Let catch you?
Decide to get caught didn't trip you up, though. Good to know.
So good to see you, champion.
Welcome home, Masser. Another message came while you were away. It's on your desk. You'd almost never know little Arana was even here. So quiet.
She smells like cinnamon buns.
Even after all these years, she still refuses to go outside. Such a shame. The old lady is scary. There is no old lady, Sandal. How many times do I have to tell you that?
What's this about?
Oh, my boy sees things sometimes. Says he saw an old lady standing by his bed. She has a scary laugh. Yes, well, there you go.